Well, one of the reasons cattle producers originally cut the U.S. cattle herd was drought, and it's something we're still keeping a close eye on in parts of the West Plains and even in the East. Meteorologist Jack Van Meter has more.
Starting out with our drought monitor on the East Coast, we are still seeing below average amounts of precipitation, and that's actually starting to go into a deficit that's actually being registered by the drought monitor. Take a look at New Jersey, actually having parts of the state, I should say, will be in that extreme drought. Moving out to the West Coast, we can see for the four corner states and parts of Southern California still seeing extreme drought, and actually some of the parts of the country actually seeing exceptional drought. West Texas, of course, still going to be dry, but the one cause for concern, of course, is going to be the Dakotas into Nebraska's, as we can see moderate drought throughout much of those states, and actually some severe drought really starting to spread. And the whole reason for that is the lack of snowfall. Here's our snowfall estimate through much of the weekend, and as we can see, not a lot of moisture and snowfall will be falling for parts of the country. As we can see, pretty much from southern, or I should say central Indiana upwards, we're going to be seeing right around a ½ inch of snow, and then going up into Michigan. That's where we can see right around 3 to maybe even 6 inches of snow, especially for those western coasts of Lake Michigan there where the lake effect will actually turn on. But again, going out to the plains, South Dakota, Nebraska, no snow on the ground, and unfortunately doesn't look like a lot of snow is in the forecast and will fall. So it's something, again, we're keeping a rather close eye on. Take a look at this rather dynamic temperature outlook for the middle of the month. We're talking from the 11th going all the way up past Valentine's Day to the 15th. And as we can see, for much of the country, we're talking back below average temperatures. As we can see, cool temperatures spanning from northern Texas going all the way up through the Dakotas and parts of Montana, while warmer temperatures are really going to be persisting down to the south and to the east. And really, everybody down there is actually going to forget the fact that almost 8 inches of snow fell for some of those Gulf Coast states. And when we look at the precipitation outlook, we can see that much of the country really going to be dealing with, again, a dynamic period. As we make our way out to the west, again, we're talking atmospheric river that will still continuously almost print moisture off the coast there. We're talking a lot of rain showers, and for those higher elevation spots up in the mountains, we're going to be talking about some heavy snowfall. And as we can see, a lot of that energy will be transferring out, and as we can see, that bullseye kind of centered around Kentucky and parts of Tennessee for some above average rainfall.
Thanks, Jack. Well, it doesn't seem like there are signs of any rebuilding in the U.S. cattle herd taking place. Is that actually the case? And what will it take to change producers' minds and start growing the herd again? I'm really looking forward to the panel we have lined up at CattleCon this week. Don Close, Casey Mabry, and Daryl Peel join us on stage next.